What happened was we took the issue to court, federal court, and we lost. And so we lost. There are two arguments you could approach the issue. One is the paramountcy cases, and the other one is the trust theory. But in any way, we lost in 2004 when the Ninth Circuit said, no, submerged land belongs to the United States because of the sovereignty issue. And actually, I was in court on that day when in the 2004 when this was argued before the Ninth Circuit. But what happened was we lost submerged land. So now the United States government, we're saying that the United States government owns the land beginning at the high water mark. I don't think that's entirely true, because I think submerged land doesn't affect inland waters. And I think the waters surrounding Laulo Bay is inland waters. And I think even the water between Saipan and Tinian, that's considered inland water under the terms of federal law. But we lost submerged land. And so what we can do is, I think, I will propose to do this, is that while we agree, and we don't have a choice, we need to agree that we don't own submerged land, what we could do is ask the United States government to give us the authority to regulate the 200 miles of submerged land surrounding the Northern Mariana Islands. And by doing that, we could eventually get the lion's share of anything that's done within that 200-mile EEG. While we'll agree that we don't own it, we don't have sovereignty over it, it belongs to the federal government, we would, if we could receive the authority to regulate it, we would be calling the shots per se, and we would have to receive the lion's share of any economic benefits obtained from that 200 miles of EEG. The problem will be enforcement. And we may have to ask the Coast Guard to get more active in our region and all these things. But again, I think we could also ask for 12 miles of submerged land and receive maybe 9, like Puerto Rico has 9, and the Gulf side of the state of Florida has 9 miles. But the politics of submerged land is not just us. The politics of submerged land is that the coastal states and the non-coastal states share in the benefits of what's received over submerged land in the United States. So the politics is you know, Kansas has a cut in whatever is ripped from submerged land. But here in the Northern Mariana Islands, we're really that far out. It doesn't really matter to many of these people what happens here. And we could get, I think we could get the authority to regulate it ourselves and benefit from that. One of the things also is right now there's fishing in the waters surrounding the Northern Mariana Islands. And again, the Magnuson Act, right now our fishing is regulated through a council created for the Pacific regions, including the state of Hawaii. And that's how we sort of regulate fisheries, fishing in the Northern Mariana Islands. I think we could also find a way where we could also receive benefit from the fishing that's being done around here of vessels that are licensed in, say, in the Federated States of Micronesia, in Palau, the Marshalls.